Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Wolfquest with Eos, Redwood, and the rest of their pups. Last episode, we began on the journey, and we also got a message that, from the lightning at least, that maybe they shouldn't den at the Bison Peak next time. And if I'm being honest, I think there only leaves one place only for Eos and Redwood to go, and that is, the secret den. Why? Well, Elegy is currently over at Aspen Heights raising her second litter of pups. That is Bone, Ominous, Malinois, and what's the last one? Oh, a Token, yes. Next year, Softwing and Coda, once they're finished with their journey, will be in Saddle Meadows, waiting for Elegy and Hades to finish raising their litter of pups. They can move back into Aspen Heights, and Deimos is probably going to go to Bison Peak. But once that is said and done, after this year, then anyway, LG will probably have to go to the southern dens, as that is Hades' challenge to visit all the dens. So he'll be able to go over there. Redwood has Cernunas. Softwing and Coda will go back to Aspen Heights. Deimos will be fine with the secret den, and then that means, and then Eos can be over at Saddle Meadows, where I think she and Redwood might like that area a bit. I think it's a pretty good area for them. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're almost at the second moose carcass. I don't think we'll have any moose carcasses for this next litter of puppies, but oh well, that's just what happens. But yeah, let's go to the moose carcass so we can get them some food. And then as well, we rode pretty easy for the final leg of the journey, like what Hyacinth and Apollo had when Eos and her siblings. But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there to the moose carcass. And I think that old carcass might actually be in their territory. Oops. So, I think now might be the good time to sort of kind of go over how exactly, I'm gonna play a wolf once I can get my computer set up so I can actually record and upload videos on it, or maybe I can just take those videos and put them on my phone and edit there. Kind of go over the stories for both the wolves we're playing in Wolf and the three lions we're playing Lion. Hiccup, excuse me. So for the Arctic scenario, we have the three daughters from Timine, who are hopefully three, but we'll have to see. I'm gonna just name them now. It's Aurora, Changeling, and Drifthowl. And so they went ahead and met three other they're all yearlings, by the way. Everyone in the scenario is yearlings. They have three yearlings that are Draco, which I'm probably gonna try to, maybe if I can learn how to hex edit the save file, I'm gonna try to change his name to Borealis. And his siblings of Tundra, and Wilder. And basically, from my little playtesting, I've always seemed to notice that Drifthowl tends to be this uses the old, pack ranking systems, but it seems to always make Drifthowl the Omega. And the thing is, while Aurora wants to spend time with Borealis, she wants to make sure that her sister has a place in this pack. So basically, she's going to be very protective and just hope that her sister, she stays well. And actually, as well, I learned that playtesting again, and if I change the male to Surge instead of Draco, it actually makes Changeling the leader of the pack. So maybe if we're interested, we could have Aurora trying to fight her sister for, control of the pack. It could be interesting, or I guess challenging. The Tempest scenario, I already spoiled it. It's Ares from Midnight's litter and Ares, the one after the constellation sign, which is Deimos' brother as well. He will be following the bones of the Timber scenario. Following him, his mate, which I've either decided for is Belle or Rumor, and it's either I'm thinking about doing her father and mother, which either will probably be Cephas I don't know, whatever, Fast, I think her name was, or like maybe trying to do Belle's like her entire family. So basically, it's her parents, Cephas, and whoever else it had, and then some of her older siblings. Because I believe if you do someone that's like 1-year-old, it might make it so that that's the alpha, and I don't want that. That makes me feel weird. Alright, we're almost out of the forest, so we can finish up with the plains. And for the plains scenario, it is either Centaurus, Longtail, or Longtooth, as they're in the game, as are either a player protagonist or the protagonist being Leaf Ball, or again Rumor if I decide for Belle. I'm not sure yet. And then what's happening there, and then two other wolves that are 1-year-old that I have not chosen for Aurora's. But the story behind that is that there are pack. It's just mom and dad and 2 of their younglings, 2 yearlings. They got chased out by a bigger pack, and now they're in the plains trying to cope it out, like trying to survive. And if I can edit it, I kind of want to make it so that Leaf Ball / Rumor is pregnant, because I'm trying to as I'm thinking in my head, I think that the Centaurus / Longtooth / Longtail's mate, she is pregnant by the time, because this is their first litter. The 2 yearlings, those are the only surviving pups from their litter, and they're trying to teach them how to hunt. So naturally she probably would be pregnant, as that is how it kind of works in Wolfquest. So yeah, that's basically it. If I can edit it like that, great. If I can't, oh well, we'll just have to wait. And then for the lions, it's just Hare's 2 sons of Achilles and Hercules. Hopefully they both survive. Meeting Zulu. Maybe we'll add 2 other lionesses that we don't know about. And they're just going to be living in there. That's basically it. Alright, but enough of me rambling. Let's kill these pups. We're almost there. We're almost there. Look at it. It's so close. We're about to make it. Alright. We haven't had any other predators attack us during this last leg of the journey, which I think Eos is grateful for. I don't really think she was on the journey she wasn't attacked by much, because again, the rest of the journey was pretty easy. So yeah, it's pretty simple. But she's just glad that her puppies are okay. That's basically it. And as I'm thinking about it, again, we're gonna do 4 generations in 2.7. So it was for her for Eos, it's her father Hyacinth, then it's her, then it's an heir from either this litter, her next litter, or her next 2, and then an heir from that heir. And then once we're finished on the 4th generation, here we go. Now we wait. We will pause. We'll pick an heir for Wolfquest 3, and then we just wait. All right, Eos is here. Redwood is here. Come on, puppies. Okay, there's Aeolus, there's Fernando's. Come on, Horsetail, Crocus. Get ready for Horsetail, and there we go. So there we go. Finish the journey. All 4 pups still in tow. That is great. Most of the first factors, all 4 of our pups have made it. The only one we lost so far was Comet with Venus, but oh well. It's time to make the heirs. All right, so here we go. So here we go. Don't mind that. So the first one we're gonna make, I think we're gonna make Horsetail. Okay, so most of them looked exactly like their mother. Seriously, we had 3 that looked like mom, and only 1 looked like dad. That was Crocus. Alright, maybe some of these could work as well, but we're gonna give Horsetail this coat from Blacktail Deer Plateau. And I think I'm gonna... I'm gonna give her 66 strength. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I think I'll give her a torn ear. Okay. So there is Horsetail, looking all pretty. Look at her, she matches right into the ground, like most of her siblings will. Alright, so next up, we'll be making her other sister, Aeolus. Yes. I know, technically, Aeolus is a male god in Greek mythology, but look, every musical exists. And I think we're gonna make her strong. We'll give her... Actually, I think speed, because we'll give her that one, and I think we're gonna give her radio collar. Alrighty, so that, my friends, is Aeolus. What a pretty gal. Very pretty, very pretty. Alright, so now we're moving on to their brothers. Alright, so first up, we're gonna make Cernunnos. He's named after a god. I forgot the mythology, but it was a god that I believe is kind of has like a moose head or something. Like a moose head. He was named after that just so he could, because of the two moose that Eos'Sunrise would kill. Well, you know, because they were on Arduous. They started off on Arduous. And yeah, I think we're gonna give him some pretty good. We're gonna give him some good strength. We'll give him that howl, and I think we'll bend his ear. Alright, and there is Cernunnos. He is a very hefty boy. Look at him. Very pretty. And last up is their final brother, Crocus. Crocus being the only one different. He looks like Redwood. He's the dark pup. We'll give him a little bit more darker, maybe turn the tint that way. I think we're giving him basic stats. I think we'll keep these stats. Give him that howl. And I think I'm just gonna leave him normal. Alright, and there we go. Finally up last is Crocus. You'll be to choose which one you want on the upcoming poll. But that's not all. I'm going to quickly cut back. And you're going to see what's going to happen this episode. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back here in Slough Creek with Eos and Redwood, ready to have their second litter of pups. Now, we don't have the secret den unlocked, unfortunately. We didn't get enough experience last litter. So I think I'm going to go do some winter hunting. It's not going to be like the usual winter hunting I do for the difficult, like for Arduous. It's not going to be like that. So I'm going to cut this as well, because nobody wants to see me winter hunting, okay? And we'll cut back, and I'll come back once we have enough XP for the den. So I'll see you guys then. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we have just enough to go ahead and be able to acclaim it. And I had to reload a save because apparently we also found no moose, unfortunately. So these pups won't get to taste moose like the first litter did. But oh well, I was kind of expecting that, if I'm being honest. So yeah, let's just head over here. And oh, Redwood got a little stuck there, it seems. Okay, alright, here we go. Yep, nearby den. Perfect. Almost there. We're going to go right by the creek. And as well, the cattle ranch will be here. Eos doesn't really strike me as that kind of wolf that would go there. So she's probably not going to go to the ranch. But there we go. We'll make this our den. And awesome. Alright, boom. Now we gotta mark our territory. So let's just do that. That's how far the hunting grounds are from here. I don't remember the last time we had a wolf over here. I think the last time we had a wolf over here was possibly the Christmas litter from our original series. I'm pretty sure that's the only one that we've had over here. I do not remember any wolf making this area their home in a long time. So, look, I don't know. But anyways, alright, come on. And there we go. Alrighty. Okay, we had 1 boy and 3 girls. Exactly like Deimos. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. Whoops. We wrote pretty easy. And okay, any more even split of the coats. Okay, so 2 of the girls look like dad, while the girl and the only little boy look exactly like mom. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, so we should do the thing as well, so I can differentiate them all. So this would be 4M. So, and then, oh goodness, we had Horsetail and Aeolus. Okay, so this would be 4F. Then we have 5F. And finally, 6F. We had a lot of girls in this pack, it would seem. Alrighty though, so I think for the little boy, For the little boy, I think I'm gonna call him Nerites. I think is what we're gonna call him, which is it's a minor sea god. He's not in a lot of myths. I believe he's kind of like the god of like shellfish and stuff, I believe. Anyways, next up for 4F, 4F is one of the darker females. Okay, so for 4F, what do we name her? She's a dark pup. I think we're gonna name her Sequoia. It's a tree. We have her father's called Redwood. I think it fits. So we have a Sequoia. And then 5F. What's a Greek goddess that would fit 5F? Or like a god in general. I think I'm gonna name her Ether. That's technically a male god. But I think the name kind of fits, even though that's the god of light and she's a bit of a dark pup. And finally we have 6F, who looks like mom. I think for 6F, I think we're gonna call her Maple. I think that fits. So, oops. I think we're gonna call her Maple. I think Maple is like it fits. She's a reddish pup. All right, so here's the litter. We have Ether, one of our little girls, and then there's our only little boy, Nerites. He's just chilling by the den. Oh, he's speed walking a little. Oh my goodness, Sequoia! Sequoia seems to be quite the adventurer, it seems, along with her sister Ether. And Maple is also just chilling by the den. It seems like she and Nerites like to stay by the den. Well, their other two sisters just seem to wander off. Like, come on, Ether, you couldn't just be in the front with us. Also, I'm pretty sure isn't Ether like I don't play a lot of Genshin Impact. I'm not a really good I'm not a gacha person. Like a gacha, like those games, the gacha games, but like, oh dear, that's not good. But like, I'm pretty sure there's a character in Genshin Impact called Ether, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there is. Anyways, we're just gonna kill this coyote. He is not going to stay here and bother my pups. Get out of here. There we go. Alright, we gotta finish training up the puppies. We're almost done with that, which is good. Alright, yep, okay, they're a little hungry. It's fine. Let's just... almost there. Just a little bit more. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Come on. We're almost there. Come on. But let them wander, little puppies. I need to pick you up. There we go. Come on. Nerites, come back here, little one. Come back here. You can't go wandering off by yourself. Alright, there we go. And actually, I think I'm going to change Ether's name. I think instead, we're going to call her Selene, which is the Titaness of the moon. Kind of haha, since Eos's brother Helios was named the Titan of the sun. So, litter recap: we have Selene, Maple, Sequoia, and Nerites. And that is the true final litter. So this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn notifications so you never miss a... Are you kidding me? Why is it always on Pretty Easy that I get interrupted by predators? It happened with Softwing. I don't know why it keeps happening. Alright, there we go. Alright, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.